Good morning, I'm Sarah, the Real Simple Mama. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Our 5-minute chicken tip video this morning is about nesting boxes for your chickens, how to set them up, and why you don't want them to be too comfy. Good morning, everyone. It's a nasty, humid, hot July morning, but let's jump right into the content. So I have a fairly new chicken coop. You can see about that here if you care. But I've been setting up the nesting boxes, and this is a chronic problem with every coop kit, like a prefab type coop that I've ever gotten. And so I'm doing some really cheap modifications, and I wanted to show you. So with nesting boxes, there are a few, I think, common misconceptions. A nesting box is the area where your chicken can go inside the coop and lay eggs. That's all it's supposed to be for. It's not the same as where they sleep or where they would go in inclement weather or anything like that. So for a coop like this, this is the Air 66 model. And it's not perfect, but I've been really happy with it. It's got 4 nest box spaces for a coop this size, which is ridiculous. So the first misconception is that every single female hen that you're going to have, right, every single laying chicken who is going to provide eggs for you needs their own nesting box. That is not true. A lot of hens can share the same zone or the same nesting box. So misconception number 1 is I need like 1 space per hen. No, you don't. If I had... There's somebody up there. Yes. Come on, Waffles. You coming in? Come on, girl. If I had 4 hens like I do right now, they only need 1 nesting box. Okay. And if you had a whole bunch of nesting boxes set up, your females are probably going to fight over the same one anyway. Why? I don't know, because I don't have a bird brain. But they are not going to be like, oh, this one is yours and this one is mine. So misconception number 1 is you don't need as many as most of the prefab coops think that you do, which is great because if I come around here to the other side, the nesting boxes that are sticking out on this side, I can use it for storage. I can use it for, putting other materials, right? Chickens are not allowed in here. Okay, now, Sarah, why do you have that all blocked up with cardboard and the dividers and stuff like that? That brings us to misconception number 2. You don't want your nesting box to be too big. It is not supposed to be where they sleep at night. It is not supposed to be this comfy, like lounging spa area. It's like, get in, do your business, and get out. And so the big misconception, and the reason that I wanted to record this video, is that all of the prefab coops that I've ever gotten, and I've had many throughout the years, they all make the nesting boxes too big. This is not, again, where you're sleeping all night or anything like that. It's like I literally need to just go in there and lay an egg and get out. And so what happens is, and I'm going to pan around here slowly. I'm trying to not give you like motion sickness. I have this set propped open. And if you see, let me move all the extra stuff. If you see, there's my Dollar Tree egg bucket. This is the size of 1 nesting box. My chicken could comfortably sit in a zone that is smaller than half that size. Okay, and I have kind of small hands, but like, that's ridiculous. That's way too much space. So what usually ends up happening is that the chicken will not just come in here to lay their egg. Someone, is it you, Waffles? No, it's not. I know who it is. Will come in here and want to sleep in here because it's nice and I can sleep on the eggs and I can be like this cute little broody hen and blah, blah, blah. That's bad. It's bad because chickens poop in their sleep. So if you make the nesting box too big or too comfortable or too enticing, what ends up happening is you come out in the morning to collect eggs and there's poop all over the eggs. Because chickens, I'm going to pan inside, chickens poop in their sleep all night, every night, which is just like, of course they did. Why they evolved to do that, I don't know. I would like to make a complaint about that. So if you want your eggs to stay clean, you want your chickens to have a nice, clean, but efficient, small space for their egg laying needs. And you don't need as many as everybody thinks you do. Now, roost bar space, and I have old videos you can see here if you care. Roost bar space is different. You do need, in my opinion, God, probably 8 to 10 inches of roost bar space, like parking space per chicken. If you have like bigger chickens, like meat birds, things like that, it needs to be even more. And chickens will cuddle together when they're cold in the winter, but still, like everybody needs their own spot. With nesting boxes, it's not the case. So if you want to buy like all of the frou-frou, like herbs and additives and things like that, I mean, you can, but if in my mind, if you have it set up the way it's supposed to be, the nesting box is supposed to be a private area where the chickens can go in and they can lay eggs. In the wild, chickens would go, hide somewhere where they're not exposed, right? Under a bush, something like that. And they would lay on what's called a clutch, and they lay an egg a day, right? And they sit on them for about 3 weeks. So just keep in mind, yes, it needs to be clean. You need to make sure like we don't have anybody eating eggs or breaking the eggs or anything like that. But a lot of these nesting boxes that come in prefab coops they're like a misconception. So keep that in mind. Yes, keep it clean. I use like bedding like this. This is pine, and then I put diatomaceous earth in it. I clean it regularly, but I'm going to be using, spare no expense, cardboard that I've cut, and I'm going to make a little divider to cut this space in half so I don't get lazy chickens wanting to sleep here at night. That will keep my eggs clean, that will keep everybody happy, and that way we have this for one intent and purpose, and the roost bars over there are for everybody to go to sleep. So I hope this was helpful as you're setting up a coop, or especially if you're a new chicken tender. Let me know how you're doing, and if you have questions or comments, put them down below. Thanks.